Hello and welcome to The Comic Cave. I'm Ramsey, aka Captain Away, and today I'm continuing to Volume 4 of my Dead at 17 series coverage, The 13th Brother. This series was a change-up in a lot of ways. It would be the last series to be published by Viper Comics, the first series to be more than 4 issues, and with Nara having died, again, in the previous series, we also move on to having a new main character in Asia Black. Wait, really? That's her name? That just seems to be two things that she's not. She's as white as, well, literally every other character in this entire series. That actually seems like a pretty glaring oversight. I mean, we've had literally only one black character for this entire series, and like Darth Vader, he just turned out to be white on the inside. I guess at least Asia's best friend, Devon, is some kind of vague ethnicity, maybe? She shows up to Asia's house to take her to her 17th birthday party, which Asia isn't supposed to go to, seeing as she was grounded for beating the crap out of a boy at school for grabbing her ass. Wait, you're turning 17? That's maybe not the time to be doing risky shit like sneaking out of the house for a party. I mean, have you read the title of this comic? At least it gets us this little sequence of Asia getting ready for the party that includes her dressing up in the iconic Nara outfit, where Howard pokes fun at his own character design. Self-referential humor. I love it. Asia's mom is passed out on self-medication, so the pair head out to the party regardless of the rules. It doesn't go well for Asia though, as she gets a little too drunk and finds her semi-ex-boyfriend in bed with another girl. Feeling sick, Asia goes out on a balcony to barf and also have a bizarre-ass vision of a giant Hydra dragon monster thing destroying Darlington Hills and herself dressed in Heaven's militia garb. Fully freaked out, Asia gets Devon to drive her home, but when they get there, they find some abusive boyfriend of Asia's mother leaving the house in a hurry. And with good reason apparently, as they find her mom lying on the floor with a nasty gash in her head. Asia jumps in Devon's car and chases the man down, but all this dangerous driving just leads to a massive car crash when on a narrow mountain road, Asia gets distracted by a shooting star, and they come across a driver coming the other direction. Wait, mountain road? Where's there a mountain in Texas? Wait, is Darlington Hills not in Texas? Was that assumption on my part? Huh, my bad. The crash kills Asia, but not for long. She gets up, apparently fine, gruesomely pulling shards of glass out of her back before tracking down the boyfriend and beating him to death with a baseball bat, all while spouting some scary-ass biblical lines. Damn, that's cold, Asia. She gets home and cleans off the dust and blood before finally remembering what was going on. She rushes to the hospital to see her mom, only to discover she was too late. We then jump forward in time a little as Asia has begun living with Devon, though Devon is super pissed off at her for crashing her car and not being the one at the hospital dealing with Asia's mother. That leaves Asia instead getting along more with Devon's younger sister, Danny. We also find that since having resurrected, Asia keeps waking up in the morning lying in the snow in the middle of town. Wait, snow? Man, this really isn't Texas. My bad. This gets her to run across Zachary Pitch, publishing mogul and son of Abraham Pitch, who has returned to town in order to claim his inheritance, that crazy mansion at the edge of town. He's also the driver that caused Asia to crash. He didn't call 911 or anything at the time either, just ran, deciding he wanted to get out of town and hide from all of it. But when he got home, another falling star, or piece of something falling out of the sky, crashed into his mansion, killing his assistant. All of this has left Pitch a bit of a wreck, it seems. Guilty conscience eating at you? Distracted, Pitch spills coffee on Asia, and then gives her his card to offer her a chance for him to make it up to her however she would like. The next time she is out in the middle of the night, she runs across Reverend Henrik Strauss. Not long ago, he wrote a book about the secret war between good and evil that has been happening right in Darlington Hills, and chronicled in the last 3 volumes of this comic. He also has a daughter, Bree, who he quickly rushes out of the house. Apparently, it's because he keeps a man named Frank tied up in the basement. Uh-oh. Oh, he's not a man. He's a feeder. Got me again, comic. While Strauss takes a call from his daughter about yet another of the space pieces crashing to Earth, the feeder breaks free and kidnaps Strauss. He meets up with some companions who all go out to find the fallen piece, only to see that Bree and her friend Amanda beat them to it, and something from inside the meteorite seems to have possessed Amanda, though it quickly passes on to one of Frank's friends. Frank and the gang keep both Strauss as hostages, but after a time apparently decide to kill Henrik. Unfortunately for them, that's right as Asia is sleepwalking, and she prevents the assassination attempt like a freaking superhero. Super Asia. Wait, no. Forget I said that. In the scuffle, Asia takes a machete to the stomach, but it doesn't seem to bother her that much. Instead, she just pulls it out and uses it to cut off the last beater's head. Man, Asia is a badass. Unfortunately, that just gives its inner demon a chance to gross its way out of his decapitated body and form into a big, nasty monster thing. That's bad news. We also see Danny followed Asia, and her appearance wakes Asia from whatever had come over her, and her wound begins to hurt her. She then is treated to a flashback of the night she crashed, and we see that the shooting star she saw also crashed somewhere nearby, and something very feminine looking crawled out of the wreckage and into Asia. Now understanding what she must do, Asia heads to the graveyard, where she falls down before a gravestone and seems to die. As she does, the ground cracks open and uprises Nara Kilday, returned from the dead a second time. Man, she looks really good for someone who just woke up from the dead. How is she not decayed at all? Nara gears up with her signature weapon, some hatchets, and also a cape? Cause why not? It looks cool, I'm sure. And then heads out to fight, as the one demon has now become several, and they've begun to terrorize downtown Darlington Hills. The demons find Hazy, who has been working as a stripper since Elijah died after having enlisted into the army to support his new wife and child. Without him, Hazy was forced to give the baby up for adoption. Man, Hazy's life kind of sucks. She's not even happy to see Nara, sick of the emotional roller coaster Nara is bringing into her life. The demons end up capturing them both, and Malachi, who they are now calling Leo, leader of the Zodiac. What? Okay. They also conveniently explain what's going on. Apparently, all these demons were locked up in a prison called Tartarus, and Nara was their warden. But the demons broke free, causing Tartarus to break up and fall to Earth, which was all those falling stars earlier. It also unleashed something they called the Key to the Abyss, where our title character, the 13th Demon Brother, is apparently locked away, as well as every dead soul waiting for Judgment Day. The demons also expand on Hazy and Nara's psychic link, saying they're Gemini of the Zodiac, which apparently means they're the only ones who can open the Abyss. So the demons bribe Hazy with releasing the souls of Elijah, her brother, and her mother if she'll agree to use the key. So the demons take her away and order Nara and Malachi killed. They do kill Malachi, though fortunately they give him enough time to confirm the demon's story, but Nara manages to ass-kick her way to safety. Strauss reminds us he was a character by showing up again. He had been delayed by Danny, who turned out to be another demon, and gives Nara a card he found on Asia, the one she got from Zachary Pitch. Even though that had nothing to do with anything, Nara takes it as a sign and heads out to Pitch Manor, where Hazy is having second thoughts about unleashing hell on Earth. But the demons threaten the life of her child, and that motivates her enough to place the key in the same altar Nara was tied to in the first series. Guess it was also a portal to the Abyss all along. Something goes wrong though, and the altar just crumbles. Nara kills the demon leader with some spectral help from Asia, whose soul is apparently hitching a ride inside of Nara. Turns out, they're the real Gemini, which is why the key backfired when Hazy tried to use it. So, no explanation for their psychic connection then? Oh well. The remaining demons wander off, taking Zack with them. Strauss discovers Bree alive and well, Hazy discovers a brand new Dayglow demon tattoo on her back, and Zachary Pitch discovers a new hairstyle. Looks like he's also no longer Zachary, but Abraham. And that brings us to the end of another volume of this series, and the end of the series run on Viper. Be sure to stick around tomorrow for the first of the 3 Image comics. Hope to see you then, right here in the Comic Cave.